Hi guys, this is Nicole and I want to show you how to create a Google form from scratch. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to open our browser, and because I'm using Google Chrome, it's going to take me straight to Google, which is easier since that's where we're working from. So then we're going to go to Google Apps, Google Drive, and once Google Drive comes up, we're going to click on New, More, and Google Forms. Now, the Google form, as you're going to see right now, it is actually very plain. There's really nothing to it. This is how it comes in the beginning, but you can customize it a few different ways. First, you want to come here where it says color palette, and you can use that to change the color of the banner to whichever color you want it to be. Or you can come down here, and there's two things you can do here. One, you can upload your own photos if you want it to be a banner, and I would recommend that you Google the correct size for a Google form banner, and it's going to tell you, and that's going to help you when you create your own, or if you're searching for an image online for it to be the right size. So also you can come over here and kind of like, I don't know, you can come to any of the categories and then just choose one, and you know, and just click select, and it's gonna like populate it. Okay, so what is this Google form for? Well, this one is actually for the purpose of this training. This is going to be a live sales form. So I am going to type over here, write Nicole live sales form. Okay, so this is going to be the name of your Google Doc. Down here you're going to write a description of what it is, and you can actually write over here things like your return policy. You can ask them to leave a detailed description of the item they bought. You can type down your shipping fees. Anyway, you can pretty much do whatever you would like on this part right here. Another thing that I like to do under the title is that I like to add an image. So add image right here, and then let's say you can choose an image, or you can upload an image from your computer. So this one, it added over here. I'm gonna center align it. Okay, and now it's looking good. Let me see, I'm just gonna write something here so you can see how it looks. Shipping $4 under £1, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I mean, remember, you can write whatever you want. So at this point is where the questions start. So basic questions that you want to ask your customers in pretty much any form that you want to put out there is their name and last name. You also want to, you can click here and it will say add question. So here's the other one. Then you can type whatever else you would like, including zip code. Okay, and then you can add another question. For example, which item did you purchase? Please describe. Okay, and then so let's go up a little bit because I want to show you a couple of things. Number one, the Google Doc is smart enough that it's going to kind of get the format that it believes is specific for the question that you're trying to ask. So in this case, name and last name is set short answer text. You can see it down here. You can also see it right here. So this is a drop down. So you can actually choose to make this question a multiple choice question or a checkbox question. You can upload a file. You can make it a date question or a time kind of question. Okay, for this purposes we want to leave it like that. Address including zip code, we want to leave it like that. Now right here it says which item that you purchased, please describe. So you can see that it gave us the multiple choice option, but that's not what we want. We actually want the short answer. So that's how you can change it. Also, a question that you must have when your customers are filling out the form is a question that you have to mark as required. because what's going to happen is that if the question is not required to be answered, people can submit the answers at the end of your form and it'll let them. But when they are required, it'll have a little red star on the side, which means that they have to answer that question, right? So pretty much all of these are required questions. We need them all. Okay. Another thing that the Google Doc can do as well is that you can duplicate a question, and you can also delete it if you don't want it. So let's add something else. Email, right? The email is required. We need that. And then we can do some other things over here, like for example, are you looking for a specific gem? People know already what gems are in the Agnes and Dora community. So you can ask a question like that, and then people get an opportunity to answer. You can make it required or not required. This is really not that important of a question for a live sales form purpose. Okay, now at this point, you see right here we have this done. Something else that the Google form can do is that it can add a second section to it. So we can add another section right here. We're gonna name this section something else. It could be part 2 if you don't want it to be you know, kind of like highlighting anything in specific. So, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add questions again. So on this one, I want to do I guess a multiple choice question. Okay. Would you like to learn more about A and D? So that is a question that we can add. And then right here, option 1, yes, no, or I don't know, maybe later. Okay. And with that done, then we are going to mark that question as required. Then we can add another question. Let me see what else. Dun, 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 dun. Would you like to host a party and earn free clothes? Again, you can start yes, no, maybe later. Okay, and we're also going to mark it as required. So another thing, and the last thing that I'm going to highlight today, is that you can add a picture like I said before, but you can also add a YouTube video. So you click on the little video icon and this is going to pop up. So there's 2 different things that you can do. The first one is that you can actually search for all of the Agnes and Dora videos or your videos from your specific channel, and you click on search and all these videos are going to come up. So you can just click on the video and then hit select, and it's going to add it to your Google form. Now of course, make sure that it's a video from your channel or it's a video that HQ made for us to use. And let's say pretty much that's it. Let's say that we are done already with our Google form. You know, very simple, very straightforward. So now if you want to see it and you in the way that your customers are going to see it, you can click on this little eye right here. So this is it. This is how your customers are going to see the form. Now, of course, remember this can be changed. It's fully customizable. And then your questions, you can reword it. Here is a little red star from when the questions are required. Okay. And remember that we have 2 sections. Here's the next button. Okay. So in order for me to be able to pass the next section, I had to put an answer on all the questions that had the red star. And then yes, and then yes, and then you submit, and they're done. This is what your customers are going to see. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me or leave a comment below, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. I'll see you next time.